Hello. I definitely didn't just mix up my Gibby button and my unmute button. No, that doesn't happen at all. Anyway, hi. I was being defeated by OBS, like usual. Alright, let's make sure it doesn't explode. Who knows at this point? I hit a button and it's probably gonna be like, we don't remember your Steam key. But it's good to see you guys. I had a busy day today. I'm tired. I'm so tired. And then I still have to go do traveling tomorrow, and I'm dead. So my brain's a little fried, but I still wanted to get a little bit of hanging out time before I had to go out of town. So I wanted to make sure I tried to at least fit in some time and come hang out for at least, you know, an hour or so. Later than usual, yes! I had work, and then I had to do travel prep, and then I had to go do some errand runs, and then I went and hung out with Sister Elska for a little bit, and now I'm home. And my brain's fried. I've had a busy day, and I'm tired. I had work. But I'm just happy that I managed to get, like, I put in this time off, like, 2 months ago. 3 months ago? Like, this was already something I had to do with the family, so I'm just glad during, like, peak weekend Christmas shopping, I don't gotta deal with none. Excuse me. Bot on bot violence never ends. Pack your dog food. Trust me, I got plenty. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I'm like super fried. You know how, like, you know you're tired, but you don't really want to go to bed, so your brain is kind of like flatlined, but doesn't really feel like you still feel there, and it's really just your eyes that feel heavy. It doesn't really feel like your body's gonna get yourself to, like, go to bed. I don't know, that's kind of how I feel right now. Like, my eyes are super heavy, my brain's a little numb, but like, my body itself is, like, knows, like, it's trying to still keep going, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I get it all the time. I get that sometimes. Hey, see, Raven, you understand. But yeah, that's like my situation right now. So, who knows how long I'm gonna be up at this point. I don't know. It's always when I have something of importance, like, I don't know, a doctor's appointment, you know, a flight, a meeting. Oh, I ran into my microphone. You know, any of those things, like, you know you have something you gotta do tomorrow, and that's kind of what my brain is doing. It's like, I have something to do tomorrow. Think about it, think about it, think about it. Don't be late, don't be late, don't be late. You know, it's like, you have stuff to do, you have stuff to do. So that's kind of like what I'm going through. Hi, Massive Legend. I'm sorry, Massive Legend here. But yes, that's like, what's going on in my brain. And then you don't really sleep much. See? We all have been there. So despite the fact that I'm exhausted, I know I have something to do tomorrow, and now my brain's gonna not let me sleep despite being exhausted. It's just an endless cycle. Endless cycle of being human, I guess. I can't sleep when laying down, or I can barely stay up on my phone. Yeah, the worst part is the factor of, because, like, for me, if my eyes, of course, like, are really tired, like now, I know that when I go to bed, I'm not gonna be able to doom scroll, even though if my body says I'm fine, my eyes will be too tired. So I'm just gonna sit there like a potato, rotting, because I'm bored and I'm tired and I can't sleep. Someone tells me, get a good night's sleep because you got a big day tomorrow. Raven, that's like the truest thing ever. That encapsulates the entire situation perfectly. That's like exactly the worst. Oh, it's so frustrating. So what I'm hearing is cast iron panda and a naga for that. You know what? Maybe I gotta do the thing where I, like, full speed jump into, like, a door frame. You know, I'm no stranger to sleeping on the ground. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so, like, me, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm kind of vibing. At least I have, like, the decent weight off my shoulder because I know I don't have to work tomorrow. So, I have to leave at, like, 6 a.m. tomorrow. So, for me, that I get to sleep in. That's not me waking up at 4 a.m. That I get to have an extra 2 hours, guys. That's crazy. So I get to sleep in at least. Will it actually be sleep? No, probably not. But, you know, take what I could get. I'm not gonna complain. But nonetheless, how is everybody doing? What have you guys been up to? What are your plans for the Crimbus time? Oh, man, I still, like, have barely done, like, any Christmas shopping. I don't know. Everybody's gonna get, like, a pair of socks or something this year. Life's just been way too busy. Especially because, like, it's just been entirely a bit stressful, you know? At the very least, I kind of plan on doing maybe, like, my holiday cookies. You know, that's, like, you know, I can get, like, $20, probably scavenge somewhere and make my usual Crimbus cookies. But, you know, everybody else, you're getting socks. Maybe I'll go really hard, and maybe I'll get everybody a thing of toilet paper. And, man, especially because that stuff's expensive now. Hi, Tori. Waking up at 4 a.m. You shouldn't be waking up that early, but we ball. We ball because we work, Ezekiel. And that's not even the earliest that people go into at my job. The earliest people go in is at midnight. It's mostly because it's the holidays and they gotta get stuff done, like, way before, and our trucks are huge because, you know, they gotta get all the turkeys or whatever. So, the earliest that people go in right now is midnight. But I think 4 a.m. is the normal, like, earliest you go in. So, they didn't really change mine because, my truck doesn't even get in until, 6 a.m. So, it's like, I kind of, like, do things for the first 2 hours and then I do the truck. So it's like, you know, I get why I don't have to change still, but the rest of everybody else. Hi, Sloofy, how are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit better at all? Hi, Miku. I'm feeling Miku. Took my dog to the groomer for a bath today. I need to do that for my dog, too. The puppy's fine. He's still puppy. He hates when I give him a bath. I do need to figure out how to get him comfortable. I do try to, like, still, like, touch his toes so he gets used to me touching his toes so I can clip his nails. But I don't know if I really need to bother with that yet. He's still small, and I think he runs enough that he grinds them down. But my bigger, older dog, yeah, she hates baths, and she hates people touching her feet. She's fine if you kind of just, you know, you may poke her toe or something. But if you're doing, like, if she understands you're gonna do something to her nail, she's go, nah, she's out. She's out. But she especially hates baths. Which is funny, because she loves playing in water. Well, if you want even more weight off your shoulders, might I recommend removing the cape? It could be heavier. I mean, it makes it my jacket, but it's cold. I'm cold. I guess I could turn on the heat, and then maybe I'll take it off in a little bit, but, I'm cold. I'm not nearly as cold as some people. I know the East Coast fiends, probably Midwest fiends too, are probably freezing right now. For me, it is 60 degrees. So, you know, I'm cold, but I'm not like, I don't know, 30 degrees like some of you people might be. No, there isn't. It's because you're too giving. You're too giving. Maybe, just maybe, we can pay you sometimes for your work. Gotta go to my aunt's house in South Carolina, but in the meantime, I'm playing God of War Ragnarok. Ooh, let me know your opinion. Normally, Nami does like to tout around, like, play God of War, play God of War, play God of War. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know about, like, quick timey event game. You know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence of how much I'll actually enjoy it. Like, I'm already interested because Ragnarok specifically, obviously, it's Norse mythology, but I don't know. You know me, I want to play the first game. As Christmas plans go, I'm going to my sister's place, planning on making a pumpkin pie for the occasion. Oh! Do you have a special recipe? I'm always interested. I love cooking, so, you know, I might be the little gremlin coming to steal your cookbooks one of these days. You'll, you know, your little file cabinet, you keep all grandma's recipes, that might be gone one day. Because I know you now. Nightmare, I'm doing okay. I am a little tired and exhausted from the day, a bit stressful, with all the travel planning and holiday planning. But other than that, I'm surviving. I'm doing okay. My eyes are just maybe a little heavy, so I might do like the iguana blink where I go one eye and then the other eye, but you know, mostly there. The key is to do it in order: head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. I got a burp. Excuse me. I feel like death. I also fell down the stairs and hit my head. No! Separate incidents, no. Sophie, how do you have such bad luck sometimes? Sometimes you have, like, you know, you start getting, like, this decent good luck, and then good luck, and then good luck, and then you have, like, these chains of, like, really good days, and then you just have, like, straight down days. I feel so bad when that happens. I want to, like, give you, like, a cup of hot cocoa and a pat on the back. I'm like, you can do it, dude. Hang in there, Sophie. Same as every year, breakfast at my grandma's and Christmas basketball game with the cousins. That sounds rad. You know, I was actually thinking about maybe doing a baseball game. Because everybody in the family plays baseball growing up. Every single one of them. Especially, like, my cousins. They kept going through their, like, adult years, but Sister Elska was, like, a pitcher on her team. I don't remember about Brother Elska, but he did play. He played more hockey than he played baseball, but he did play. Mama Elska played growing up. So I've always been interested. At the very least, I kind of want to go to batting cages. I would love to, like, just smack something really hard. It just feels... It feels so satisfying. And it has skill to it, too. You know, I've thought about the rage rooms where you just kind of break things. But I also, like, that's just... I don't know. I don't feel like it's enough. I feel like I'm not also, like, earning something or forwarding. I don't know. You just kind of break things to break things. I want to break things to, like, prove something. You know how, like when they use the wooden bats, they, like, completely break and, like, it's a home run. I need that. I need to prove something. I can't just break something. Had a mild day in the 50s today. Oh, that's not too bad. I remember the other day you said it was, like, 30. Was mid-40s here? Okay, so you guys are doing not too bad. I remember the other day, I think you guys said it was like 30-something. Hey, puppy! Ow! Ow! Here. Come get it. Come get it. Yeah, he's hanging out with me right now, so if he randomly starts getting loud, I apologize. He was, pulling on my pants. I had to tell him to stop. Crumpets! Yeah, late me! I'm going out of town tomorrow, so I wanted to get some hangout time before I gotta go. Good to see you, Crumpets. Sunday snow. Does Sunday have snow? I'm still asking for you to play Banner Saga. I know. There's so many. There's so many games I have to play. I have to catch up. The new Gods of Wars don't have many. The quick time events? Is that like the older games thing? The quick time events? No, just recipe off the can. You know what? Fair enough. Good old-fashioned reliable works too. I've only got myself a total of 12 model kits. I did buy 15. Let's go! the Brie on your the good Brie on your shoulder convinced you. Good job not listening to evil Brie. Will you stop biting? No. No. Where is your ball? Where is your ball? Where is your squeaky? Over here. Sorry, he, what? Why are you coming after me? I just gave you your squeaky. Sorry, more bad luck. We'll say the amount I've played so far is pretty much the same as the first game, but that's probably an expected outcome. Yeah, I mean, they made them pretty close together, right? I'm assuming they're just more of the same. I'm so happy I turned off face recognition purchases because I almost pocket donated someone 10,000 bits. Oh my god. I'm happy for you for putting that wall there. I'm asking since 2023. I know! There's a lot of video games out there. No, there's a lot. And I have many of requests. Yeah, the old ones have way more QuickTime events. Okay. I thought it was just like a thing of the franchise. Will you stop biting me? Why? Why? There you go. Hi, Barada. Man, it's been forever since I've seen ya. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that does suck about me is streaming early is those people, all the people who hung out with me on the later time of the day, you know, I don't really get to see much. Can you blame him? I mean, I'm not edible, though. He doesn't need to bite so hard. Play all of them now. I am absolutely tired of the Christmas music. Dude, I don't understand why. So we have, you know, we have the... Ow! Thanks. Oh, I don't have the sound on. We don't have the usual, like... I don't know, we do have the usual what you expect for, like, Christmas songs, right? Coming on the speakers and whatnot. But for some reason... I think I complained about it before. For some reason... They keep playing September from Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't get it. Like, it's 4 times in, like, an hour I have to hear this song. And I mean, it's a banger song, but not when it's played consistently. And I just don't understand. And it still happens. I think I complained about it last time, but today I was just, like, doing my business, and when the first hour and a half, it was just like, do you remember the 20th night of September? I'm like, it's not. Why is this in the Christmas playlist? Hi, Crimson Knight. Good to see you. Are Legos addicting? I got Sis a Lego set for gift day. I'm afraid now. She likes Star Wars. I think Legos are addicting. Crumpets. It's just like another collectible. My sister Elska likes hers a lot. She loves Legos. But she has a kind of a bonding time for her and the family, like her and her husband and like my little niece all build it together and whatnot. And from what I know, if hopefully Sister Elska's not, you know, listening, some people may have got her some for the Crimbus. September songs on December. I don't know, Crumpets, but you, here I am, happy to listen to it so many times in a day. I personally, like, I think Legos are super cool, but I personally don't like them. They're for specific people, I feel like. I don't know. For me, Legos, I don't like the idea of a Lego set. I like the idea of, like, Legos as in, like, if I was, like, playing Minecraft, right? If I get, like, just a box of blank Legos, I want to make something, I don't really want to follow a design, right? I don't know. That's my opinion, though. Waking up when Legos have rules like 40k. Hi, Hawaii. You're okay, Ribbon. It's an acquired taste. That's from what I understand. The one thing that is rough about it, though, is how much Legos cost. Right? Like, I don't understand why the Legos are in the hundreds of dollars, some in the thousands. Like, you want to build your Millennium Falcon, spend the $800. What? If I wanted it, I would buy a model of it for the same price that I don't have to build. And it's like, reliable paint job or whatever, you know? You want the bucket with 3K land? Yes. Yes. Cause it's Lego, I know. Yeah, Normie's model kits. My old days, Legos used to be cheaper. I've been told. I wonder how much they used to be. Calm, you're not that late. You're good. I was actually late. Life-size Death Star. I've seen the problem with the Death Star. People are mad about that set. Because it's only like a cake slice of the Death Star. It's like flat. I heard people are upset about it. Yeah, that's true, Barada. It probably is a lot of the IP. But then they have non-IP sets that are, like, expensive. Like, Sister Elska, normally she asks for, if not, like, the Star Wars one, she wants, like, the cute plant ones. You know, it's like, make me a cherry blossom tree. And even those are, like, $100. I don't get it. I'm so zooted, I didn't realize I just watched stream 5 minutes in the past. Sophie, that's okay. It happens to a lot of people, surprisingly. Puppy! What? What? Are you gonna speak in the camera? The camera? the microphone? Bark! Bark! Where's your squeaky? Ready? Get. Oh, we got it! Good job. Well, they changed their market base for IP-based malls and pre-made blocks. And I think that's so lame. Like, I get it. It's what sells, but I don't want that. You know what? I want Lego City. I want to know why Jimmy is trapped in the well. Summon the helicopter to rescue the boat at the sea. Like, I like those. What happened to those commercials? I wasn't even around for those, but I think they're so charming. Ow! You're about to go in timeout if you keep biting my toes. It's lame, but kids and parents like it. Hey! Get down. No. No, he's trapped in cords. Stop. I'm having to fight him because he keeps demanding my toes. They used to be mad cheap, but then they found out how much people are willing to pay for them. I guess it is just supply and demand. They can just keep going up until people don't pay for them anymore, so what can you really do? I had like 4 big Lego sets when I was a kid for around 40 silver eagles. Dang. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Why? Why are you like this? I was a Bionicle kid growing up. So why did they get rid of Bionicles? Were they just too difficult? I also remember that Speed Racer Lego cars were $30, but a normal race car was $10. Ooh, that's like that's a huge jump. I must make my nest and then I'll be back to chat. No worries, Sloofy. Just take care of yourself. I remember seeing somewhere that per piece per weight, the price hasn't changed, but the pieces have just gotten smaller and more numerous. Oh. I guess they are being more specific, but I remember I read a thing where... Hi, Berserker. Where, it was like, they're trying to make it so they don't have to make any more new molds, and they just keep reusing as many molds as they can. Right? You're about to go in timeout. If you keep eating my toes, you're going in timeout. They got rid of them because production costs got too high. Like, I'm not surprised, but I find it kind of lame if it means, like, you're gonna buy Captain America or something, and then it ends up being the same Lego piece as something from, like, Star Wars. Like, I get it when it's creative, but doesn't that, like, ruin the immersion if it doesn't look quite right? I don't know. I feel like it's a little lame. Especially for the prices you have to pay these days. I don't know. I don't like it. But I'm also not a Lego person, so, I mean, I can avoid it. I'm not sitting there giving him my money. Like, let me see. Let me just go to, like, Lego. Let me just type in Lego. Speaking of Lego, you know what I do want to play? I want to play Lego Island. Continue. Reject all. Do not take my cookies. Lego.com. Shop. I wanted sets by theme? Why can't I just look at all? You can shop by price ranges? Okay, let's shop by over $100. Give me low to high. No. Give me high to low. What's the most expensive one? Yeah, the Death Star one is $1,000. It's just like a piece of cake. It's like barely even the whole thing. Like, why would... That's so lame. Yeah, the one that's not even the full Death Star. It's just like a diorama of like, well, the inside of like a couple of floors is $1,000. For sure, Bionicles were just too expensive to make compared to how little is sold. I mean, that makes sense. That's the usual. I want to know why Lego doesn't make, like, interesting, cool things like that anymore. Hello, Space Marine? You know, like Lego, it's kind of like the same thing when, like, at least Mega Bloks makes, like, little figures and stuff, at least. I see those all the time. Because Sister Elska gets, like, the Pokemon ones for my niece. And Mega Bloks does, like, a lot of, like, collab stuff. For, like, in my opinion, that are a bit cooler. Like, they do, like, those figures. Why does Lego only be like, here is giant replica. Don't knock it over. Like, and then, like, I feel like third parties in general are doing, like, cooler, like, little figure things. These are always just, like, display things. It doesn't even feel like it's stuff for kids to play with anymore. Feels entirely like collectible stuff. Yeah, Halo, that's right. I remember I got my, my brother-in-law some Halo stuff. He collects a lot of Halo stuff. It's, like, his favorite thing. For me, Bionicles never felt worth it. Most of the fun of the sets is building the thing, and I could build Bionicles super fast, so it didn't feel like it did anything. Which is fair, Massive Legend. I guess it was just for specific people, because it was supposed to be, like a mix-and-match figure, right? Like, you could kind of, like, you buy, like, 2 or 3, and you can pass around, like, the sword or whatever, and you can have, like, cool little buddies do adventures or something. 4K doing great right now, but they are burning everything to make it happen. Oh, yeah, I have not a single iota of my being that wants to buy 40K items because it's ridiculous how much of a price increase and how much of a stickler they are. I will enjoy their IP and other things, but I have no want to play actual, like, physical Warhammer unless I get a 3D printer and I can just have 3D printed figures, because they're just ridiculous. A box of, like, 3 figures that you have to put together and paint is, like, $60. Why would I do that? They're the size of my thumb. It does not cost that much. Sis wanted that diorama until she saw the price, and she said, I was looking at pictures better. I don't blame them at all. Look, I am not in the circle of Legos at all. I don't get Lego anything directly targeted to me. I might now, since I went to their website to check the price of things. But when that set came out, I even managed to get in my algorithm people upset about that Lego set. Like, I learned about it because I got it in my algorithm. And I don't do Lego stuff. It was just there. When I was a kid, I knew every minute detail of Gen 1 to, minute detail of Gen 1 to Bionicle lore better than I knew the backs of my own hands. That's the one thing. People do say that Bionicle lore was fun, and it kind of sucks that they got rid of it. Like, I understand having to choose your target audience and whatnot, but it does suck when they take away something that's for a specific audience that's been kind of, like, dedicated to for a long, especially when it's for an older audience, right? When you branch out and you, like, grow up with something and it's for, like, that older age range, I feel like it would stick with you better and it has, like, a harder impact than, like, a kid just building Legos. I don't know. For me, it's like if I get into something like a video game series and then the next one kind of gets like a little bit, like, more dramatic or whatever, you know, more it respects your intelligence of you expecting it to, like, play it in a later age. I don't know, I kind of like that. I like how games do that. Like, if you play the first game in the series, you know, it's kind of, like, happy and fun, and then the end one, you know, they expected you to pay attention and have, like, a deeper meaning or story. I think that's cool, because it's the respect of the people growing with the series, especially if they want to impact it by age range. Then I shifted over to RTS games of Lord of the Rings around 2004, 2005. Dude! I gotta find it, but there is a website that now, like, links to Internet Archive and stuff, and, like, proper downloads for older games that are taken off the store. I need to find it, but it has, like, for example, I'm speaking of Lord of the Rings, the RTS of Lord of the Rings, and I wanted to play that, so I think I can probably easily get it now. But I wanted to play it because Brother Elska talked about it so much. He grew up with that one next to, like, StarCraft and like Command and Conquer and stuff. So I really wanted to play it, and I just remembered because you said Lord of the Rings, that website's up. I need to go find it. But then it also has other things too, like the Transformer games that aren't available anymore because they lost their deal with Hasbro or whatever. I mean, I might have them because I found copies of them for the Xbox, but for the PC versions where I could probably be able to make it go like, you know, hot diggity frame rate and whatever. Like, I could probably do that now. Also, those games are expensive. There are still people out there trying to sell their, like, Steam keys and stuff, too, of it, but those are, like, crazy. Because only if you have the key can you add it still. You can't buy them anymore because they don't have the rights. And I think that's stupid. I hate that you could just delete a game. Stop killing games. That's been my hang-up, but the local TCG store has banned 3D printed models. I'm gonna be honest. If a TCG store bans anything that's to play the game, I find that so stupid. Oh, full-heartedly. If a TCG place bans something for you to enjoy and participate in the community, I think that's stupid. And also really bad on their part for increasing, like, their reputation as a store. You know, like, if a store doesn't allow, like, trading card proxies, they're dumb. If they don't allow 3D printed stuff, they're dumb. Times are hard. And the way you get people to keep coming back into that store is, especially if you give them a community, and they will probably slowly buy something through time if they have that sort of connected in investment. And if they don't, why would they play the game? Why would they even want to buy a physical thing? Why would they want to buy the real thing? Like, it's a lose-lose situation. I just don't understand. It makes me so mad. Sometimes Warhammer books and games because they also make a lot of trash. Yeah. Again, I am full. Gotenks with the sub for 10 months. Hello, Gotenks. Thank you so much for the love and support. How does this chatting and why are you short? I forgot to put my boots on and chatting's good. My brain's a little fried. My eyes are a little tired, but I'm big chilling. I'm hanging out. Trying to get this dang puppy to maybe take a nap or something because he's trying to continuously eat my toes. Emulating Transformers. Hey, there it goes. And on the YouTube side, 36 months. 3 years. We're finally at 3 years for a lot of people now. Isn't that crazy? I think I need to now actually get in the gear of getting new badges because I think 3 years is when the new one is available. I've been putting it off. I think it's 3 years. It might be 5, but I think it's 3. Hi, puppy. Not right now, buddy. Not right now. You don't know how Game Workshop is? Game Workshop stores have terrain and tables, but they only use it for introduction games because they want to sell the customers but hate informed customers. I know. They're still a business, so I understand, you know? It doesn't mean I won't look down upon them for doing poopy business stuff. That is true, Crumpets. Gatekeeping does only work until the money stops flowing. So I feel like eventually it's going to happen. I actually am going to say right now, I bet you anything there's people using 3D printed stuff in that store and they just don't say anything. It has been a while. I'm old. It's almost my third YouTube birthday. Technically, it was my third YouTube birthday or whatever. Is 3 or 4? How old am I? How long have I been streaming? But anyway, my streaming anniversary was in August. My big anniversary is in January. Do you hear the little demon going crazy back there? He's not even eating a toy. He's eating the bucket that I put the toys in. Incredible, huh? Incredible what they figure out. They are a business, but other companies do the opposite. Mantic allows you to use any model in their game, which is what, like, I feel like, hi Jared, which is what I think everybody should do. Like, unless it's like something super duper sponsored and like a sport. I don't know how Crumpets. I don't know how old is my YouTube channel. I think I could probably look that up. I'll just go to whatever the first stream was and go there and base it off that. It's been too long. I don't know anymore. I don't know. You know, it's like that point where you're old enough you forget your own birthday. I'm that. I'm already there. And it's only been 4 years. Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, semi-random. If anyone runs a... Oh, yeah, I was going to say that unless it's like a officially like a licensed or sponsored event, I feel like you should not have to do that. Anyway. If anyone runs a tabletop RPG, makes a gate guard who really doesn't like the casual fans of their royal family or something. Gatekeeper, gatekeep. That's genius! I feel like every tabletop game needs to have like that one aware NPC. Or one more time. Colm, what did I miss? One more time. Time to celebrate. Oh, yeah. All right. Don't stop the dancing. Understanding one thing does not mean you have to like said thing. True. He's just halfway into this bucket. He's just rolling around. The issue is that Game Workshop made it goodwill through community support, diorama, self-made miniatures, and even the Golden Demon were all community initiative, but none of those sell mini. You see, there's always a point where the company will just... I mean, they're a company, right? We live in this day and age where if it doesn't make the company constantly go up in green, then they don't want it. That's just everything. Everything does that now. Like White Dwarf, their magazine, it used to be show community projects. Again, like I said, we're at this painful point where there's like no company do anything like nice by the way. Oh, Dying said hi. I didn't even see because I can't read. Dying, I'm sorry if you're still here. Hi. Good to see you. Speaking of, you know how RAM's kind of like awful right now. Did you guys see the news that they expect storage to also go up to be almost the same in price? So if you guys need an SSD or something, I advise to get it now because I think it was like an internal conversation from like Samsung or something that got out, and they're saying they expect SSDs to go way up. So get it now. Yeah, we'll say Samsung. Okay, Tank saw the same thing. Can't read. I can't. I told you my secret is I have text-to-speech reading my chat. It happened with Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Konami's getting rid of the Time Wizard format, which is any non-current format, because players that only play the older version aren't buying new cards. That's stupid! Ah! I hate it. It frustrates me so much. It's like Wizards making everything cater to Commander because the Commander's the best-selling one. Like, Commander popped off, actually, and the cards were awesome when they weren't built for the format and you had to be creative. And now everything's like, okay, here's like the green monster build for this set. Here's your blue wizard interruption spells. There's like, it feels like there's no like proper creativity in their sets anymore, and it's so garbage. Outside of the garbage that's with these current sets. I meant since they started catering to Commander, so that's been like what? I think it's been longer than like 5 years or so. The first MK1 stream, I've been here for 2 years. MK1 went 2 years ago? Oh my god! Verona, that's crazy. I didn't even realize. What is time? Where am I? Who am I? But yeah, Massive Legends. So like, just like with like Yu-Gi-Oh, you know how they have all their other formats. Wizards is not like doing a lot with the other formats. To the point that people are already starting to make untouched formats from Wizards. Like, from what Commander was, now everybody's mad that Commander got yoinked, so people are making new formats that are not controlled by Wizard, and they're playing those now. Like Popper. Left some images of old Game Workshop dioramas. Let me see. Give me that which I desire. Oh, that's so cool. Hello, demon. Ah! No, do not bite. Do not bite my toes. I know. Where's your squeaky? Time flies when you're puppying. The puppy returns. He's been here. He's been here. He just managed to get distracted for the past, like, 5 minutes, eating his bucket. I gave him a ball now. We'll see how long that lasts. Konami even going as far as revoking certain card shop status as tournament venues if they do not comply. Oh, okay, that's way too far. That's way too far. But that sounds like Konami. I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like Konami. I at this point, it's all hands off. Konami, we already know, is evil, so it's already going to the point where, oh, they're doing more evil. Sounds like Konami. Same too, Barada. I was really excited to see Mortal Kombat stuff, and that's when I got there. Wow, Cole. And people came from Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry that I didn't, like, prolong the Mortal Kombat. MK1 just ended up being really disappointing. I hope the next one is good. We'll probably, I don't know if you guys have seen the screenshots for the new Mortal Kombat movie. I think it looks cheesy, and I hope it's fun bad. But we will probably watch the Mortal Kombat movie together, just like I did the first one. So at the very least, there will be a collective Mortal Kombat time soon enough. How comfy they used to be. Yeah, Nether. I mean, like I said, that's what's frustrating is, like, the charm goes away when they know they don't have to work as hard, and it's not from the heart, right? It really sucks. I've been released from my torment. 3 large wardrobes are now up to the 3 flight of stairs. Berserker, what are you doing? Are you moving somebody? Like, are you helping someone move their house? Are you redoing something? What's going on? Are you getting paid for that? Delicious bucket. He's enjoying the bucket. Bro, that sounds like Nintendo. Proto, it might as well be Nintendo. It might, well, to be fair, Nintendo's always been evil. We just have been ignoring it because they made such good stuff. They have been trying to capitalize even on the gaming market from the beginning. I forget, but, like, one of the first things they did when they started popping off was, like, sue other companies from being able to make, like, cartridges or something. Like, they've been on people for forever. Do not trust Nintendo. Ever. Unless they give me Pokemon for free. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even do that. But, I mean, if Wendy's comes around... free Frost... Free Borgor! You don't say! I lost my sense of taste? No! I love fighting game chatting streams. I will probably bring them back. I just feel kind of like... demystified from it, maybe, because my internet, one, being really bad, and then not being able to play them regularly anymore. It's really been, like... It's really pushed me away from them, and it kind of sucks. I want to play more, but I also don't want my internet to be so bad that people have a bad experience with me because my internet just is kind of poopy, you know, right now. Because I can't afford, like, the big fancy ISP. So, I don't know. I definitely want to play more fighting games. It's just been rough. I did see the Street Fighter movie trailer. It looks really bad. So I hope it's fun. You know? Again, just like the Mortal Kombat movies, I hope it's at least fun bad. It looks like they're leaning purposely into the cheesiness, and that makes me happy, so I hope it's fun bad. The only thing is, I don't know if I like how Akuma looks. I don't... He looks like some, like, Jason Momoa guy. He doesn't feel like Akuma. I don't like it. I don't like how Akuma looks. He doesn't look like Akuma, you know? He looks like some guy. When I think of a cool, like, I don't know. It has Killer Bee Cammy, so that means it's like an older time frame, you know, an older Street Fighter timeline. I don't know where it's gonna be taking place. So I get maybe Akuma looking like a little bit more not corrupted, but I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like he should look a little bit more angry. He looks like a dork. Exactly. Mortal and Street movie coming. Exactly. We will watch both of them together. So don't you worry. If you aren't able to see it in theaters when it is available on streaming, we will have a watch along where I will watch it and you will get to see my reaction. Right. Yeah, it looks fun bad. I'm holding out hope that it's fun bad. That's all I can say. I've been playing more MMOs lately, less heavy on the net. That's basically it. If I have downtime, I'm basically just playing like 45 minutes of WoW and then I go to bed. You know, I've also have not been able to play like other games on my own at all. WoW is just always so easy. It's always just there for me. There's always just something to do. You know, that's just what MMOs are. I don't like how Bison looks. I think Bison does not look as bad as Akuma looks. Hi, Matt! Oh, Massive Legend, the MK1 was also the first year. That's right. That is right. I remember. Can appreciate that they're going for the cartoony OG designs, but why is the movie itself so dark? That's what I was thinking. Why does it look kind of gritty, yet dorky? You know? It's hard because the live action is what gets me, like, a little annoyed. Because the animated movies are so good. Like, they're so pretty. And they really feel like it's them. And they're already kind of silly looking. And, it feels proper place for them. Like, even how they look in Street Fighter 6, even with the realism, they are still leaning in the cartoony. It's just so weird. I don't know if I like them as just normal humans. Mortal Kombat makes more sense because they've always tried to, like, as of recent years, been trying to lean onto, like, the realism or whatever. You know, since NetherRealm and stuff's been doing stuff. Krampus, that is true. She does lack leg. To be fair, they did not get it, and none of the ladies are big muscle ladies, or like swimmer muscle ladies. You know, they're just normal ladies, and that kind of sucks. I would have liked them to, you know, pump up the iron a little bit. That would have been sick. You know, all the ladies are big ladies in the game. You know, they're all muscly. I think the only one who even has, like, maybe lesser muscles is maybe, like, Jury. But everybody else, they're buff as heck. So, it is a bit disappointing. I think they're placing it directly in Street Fighter 2. All characters minus Fei Long, and I don't remember seeing Sagat. I think... Here, let me pull up the IMDb page, and it probably has all the characters. I think the whole cast was announced, though, at this point. Because they have Akuma, so it has to at least... It could be a prequel. And also Blanca's green already. So it could be a prequel. Akuma... Ihana, Dawson... Joe... Yeah... No Sagat. So I don't know. Yeah, no cast for Sagat, so I don't know. Yep. They got Balrog, so yeah, I don't know. My money would have to be Street Fighter 2, but yeah, no Fei Long, no Sagat. Or T-Ha, yeah! They are missing a big chunk of characters. They're probably like... We don't need them. Nobody remembers them. Take them out. So what you're saying is that I don't watch it in the theaters. You can live vicariously through me watching them. Does anyone know if PSUs will be affected by the increase? PSUs they've already been going up. They've been stable the last, what, like, year, but still, like, with a stable small increase or a flat line. I'm not sure if they will keep going up. I feel like every part of a computer will keep going up, especially because NVIDIA has already announced they're going to be reducing their product line coming next year. So my assumption is it will go up. So I would say it is, again, you probably have an opportune time right now for graphics cards because they already announced they're going to be decreasing their products export. Like, they're going to reducing it by like 200% or something, they said. It's crazy. Expect for at least like 2 years to be walled off from being able to enjoy upgrading or participating in consumer-based parts and bits and consoles and whatever. You got what you got. So do what you can now, and then we will all suffer together. My bet that I have in my head is I guess about 2 years before we get anything like back to us. Being optimistic. That's me being optimistic, because already the AI bubble's looking kind of bad. And once the delusion is gone, and I think within like a year time, I don't think it's not gonna go away. AI is not gonna go away. It's here forever. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, right? But the aspect of what it can do will be stuck, and they will realize it's for some things and hopefully be taken away from people just making stupid videos or talking to a chatbot. Like, that's all it does. So my hope is it will pop in that aspect and things will go back down. But yes, I'm out, no muscle weight. That's what I'm saying. I do not know why they don't try at least a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if they're like stuck on having to keep these beauty standards within current movies, so they don't give them muscle. But I think that's so lame. It's so unaddictive of the character that they're putting in the movie. Donald Duck, newish watcher, but watching your Kingdom Hearts VODs for a while. Finally watching the. Hi, Donald Duck. Do you like my Donald Duck voice? But good to meet you. I'm glad you're enjoying the VODs. But yeah, I normally stream a bit earlier, which I know is a bit rough on people, but I wanted to get in here and hang out for a little bit because I'm going out of town come tomorrow. So I'm going to disappear and you won't have more Kingdom Hearts for a couple days. I apologize, but good to see you. The 50 series is already at the end of life. Yeah, exactly. And not only that, I also would say the current series is poopy. Because all of they're doing is investing in the AI and, like, frame generation and all that, and it's completely not worth it. If you are spending money and you're not getting the system, like, in the hard physical item, I think it's completely wasteful and insulting. I don't know about you, but I think frame generation is one of the most insulting things that these graphics cards people are doing. If you cannot if you cannot like optimize or increase like the power level of your graphics card, you don't have to keep putting out new graphics cards. Sell what you got. Don't sell me fake. I don't want fake. Your fake makes me sick. Frame generation to me looks like screen tearing. I can 100% fully see it and it makes me physically ill. I hate it so much. Hello? For the Jasper Fox, hello. Thank you for subscribing. Anyway, I get angry about these. I hate it. I don't want your AI garbage. Ah! I don't think monitors will be affected. But cell phones are being effective already. So I expect more of the nitty-gritty hardware aspects to be the things expected. I don't expect monitors to go up. Like, as much, is what I'm saying. I expect every aspect to go up, right? Because the entire demand is gonna be more niche, because people can't afford it. I don't know. It's gonna be a rough spot to really say, but I do expect everything to kind of go up in price in general. Yeah, we are getting completely screwed over. Great to finally catch this. I've been working all week. I come home. Oh boy, can't wait to catch this one. Streamed 3 hours ago. Yeah, Donald, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I generally stream a bit earlier in the day. That may change come when I get my new job, which should be sometime mid-January. Don't tell my current job that. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. No guarantees yet. You know, we'll wait until I actually have it. To be fair, building muscle like some of the lady characters would is a lot to ask. You're not wrong, but they could at least try. You know, you always see those pictures and those articles of like, oh, this Christian Bale starved himself for this part of the movie, and then he put it all back on super muscles in the next 6 months for the second part of the movie, you know. I feel like if the casting crew has that kind of time, they might be able to. I don't know. If they put in the effort, you know, I don't know. I don't know, Hollywood. Among the original cast of Street Fighter 2, I feel like only Chun-Li's thighs would qualify for muscle lady. Cammy would probably be lean muscle though. True, but it's still muscle nonetheless. That's what I'm saying, is they don't even have like swimmer toned bodies, right? Like watching like Cammy, like the actress move around, she's entirely bone. Like that girl, beautiful, but she's bone. She's bone. I think their endgame with all of this is to make everything a streaming service, so you have to pay monthly to the computer on a little stream box. That is also my assumption, Go Tanks. I also assume at this point they're going to try to push consumers out for the streaming services. I 100% agree with that. I don't know, Hollywood. Hire me! Hire me someone! Put me in a movie! I'll be the coolest background character you've ever seen. I'll be disembodied voice number 2 buying ice cream cone. In background. Put me in. Frame gen isn't a scam. Locking it to only 30 series and above when it can very well run on 10. That is true. You are correct on that, Crumpets. Locking it behind the new stuff is the true screw over. But I do fully believe that I hate frame generation. I think it is a fake sell that should be included in general for the consumer if it's available. But I don't think it should be the thing replacing the upgrade to the hardware. Does that make sense? Because what they are doing right now is aiming for the hardware to be replaced by software, if that makes sense. It's still annoying that people somehow fell for the Amazon Alexa is always listening. It turns out when you say the words to activate, that is always listening for. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we have one. It's one of the, like, I don't know what it's called. Mama Elska got it. It's Gen 1. It's old. But it's the one that's like the picture frame one. But it still works like Alexa, right? That thing, it has like, you know how like you'll say like, I don't want to say it because she'll listen to me, but for Siri, when you talk to Siri, it kind of like shows up like a little light that it's listening. Because it's like right next to my back door, I can look directly at it when I'm like saying, oh, let's go outside, doggies, you know, whatever. And I see the bar pop up like it's listening. I'm like, no, stop. I hate that thing. Go away. It's gonna try to sell me dog food now or something. Drives me nuts. I hate seeing it. I will say that at least they didn't do like whatever Marvel movie it was. I think it was Love and Thunder, where they obviously CGI'd the lead actress's arm in the movie. Matt, there's a reason why people keep making the correlation that older CGI looks better. I don't know what it is, but at the very least, not even the factor that it looks like higher tech, but it looks more believable, more charming. You know, I can't really say exactly, but there's a point where it becomes kind of muddy in current day, and like early 2010s and back have like a charm or a setting where it feels okay for it to be, right? New stuff, it looks, like I said, muddy. It looks kind of wrong. I don't know really how to explain it, but I know I'm not the only one who's talked about it before, but something about the newer stuff just feels wrong in general. I'm not even just the one, like, Marvel movie, just everything feels wrong. We're always talking about muscle ladies, Ezekiel. We live for muscle ladies. Big ladies we live for. This is because the Hollywood movies need to catch the female gaze. Like, movie theaters are a group thing. People really go alone. Couples are the larger segment. I am part of the female gaze, and when... I'm sorry, that sounded funny. And mine is all-encompassing, and, you know, my gaze is, I'm sorry. If you do not like muscle ladies, I think you're wrong. And then me, like, you know, ladies in general are very beautiful, very pretty, and I like them all. But when the setting calls for muscle, I want muscle. I don't care if it's for, like, my eyes to look at, because it's more beautiful in the eyes of whatever movie and Hollywood I'm watching. It's not about that. It's about the either directly to the source material so that it feels connected, or thematically correct for the thing it is doing. If I am doing something like watching a war movie, watching, like, I don't know, like a old, like, Roman movie, and it's like a soldier, if they're not buff, would you not believe that they have some muscle because they have to, like, live off that and work and stuff? I don't know, like, it sucks when it, like, takes you out, you know? If I'm watching a movie about, like, normal people, then like, everyday life, you know? Then I expect them to be more of, like, the varied, usual bodies and stuff. But if, like, the theme is a specific way, I kind of expect something like that, you know? So it sucks. It takes me out of the movie when it's obviously, like, if this person is a very obvious fighter, active fighter, and they at least don't have tone to them, like, I'm not gonna trust that, like, they, like, I'm not gonna enjoy it as much, you know? Jason Momoa. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever watched a movie with him in it. I've only seen Game of Thrones. Yeah, exactly. Massive Legend, what you're saying. Davy Jones still looks so good. And whenever anybody compares new CGI, it's almost always Davy Jones that people compare him to. Almost all the new stuff. They're like, this is what we had, what went wrong. The CGI from the first Maguire movie still holds up. Again, it has charm, right? Like, Barada, even though you can tell technically it's worse, right? It still has charm. You know, my favorite movie has an entire character that they walk around and talk to that is a talking CGI dragon. And I still think that is more fitting and more charming than almost anything I've seen from modern day. And for those who don't know, my favorite movie is Dragonheart. It's Sean Connery is a dragon. Enjoy your lurk, Berserker. Don't break your back or whatever. What if you're moving wardrobes? I don't know. Don't die. But you know, like, there's just something's off out there. Something's off. But I'm talking in generalities. They see it as a pie chart in which a bigger chunk of people paying for theater want sexy men and women in glamorous dresses. Complain a lot with Wonder Woman not being buff, but Hollywood sees it as how can they sell it to... I know! That's why it sucks! Especially with something, like I said, something that originates from another physical media of visual aspects, so say a comic book or animated piece. It's so hard, or a video game, it's so hard to transfer it into live action, in my opinion, because I know what else they could do, or what they have done, especially. Say something like Wonder Woman, in the old animated series, like Justice League series, or animated movies, like, she's still, like, she's like that swimmer body, right? Like, that slim, toned, fit lady. And don't get me wrong, like, the actress is beautiful, but I don't feel like she was born an Amazonian woman, right? Like, whatever it is, her backstory. I don't know superheroes, but, you know, she was like an island of warrior women. I don't feel like she's made a warrior because she doesn't physically reflect what a warrior you expect to be, right? Especially when they try to hammer in, like, the backstory. Like, I've seen people make fun of it, like, she had, like competitions and training, and you expect me to believe she didn't grow and gain from that in a physical manner. I don't know, it just takes me out. I hate it. Old mom movie. I love Dragonheart! The next movie night, I still want to watch it with you guys, because you can hear me freak out about how much I love that movie. Yeah, live action How to Train Your Dragon killed all magic for it. I avoid anything I can of that because I don't want to take away something I love. Dragonheart is within my top 10 favorite movies, and it's like such a return to form, relaxing movie for me to put on, and I refuse to let Hollywood take that away from me. I love Dragonheart. Look up Absolute Wonder Woman. You will not regret it. Absolute Wonder Woman. Damn! Let me see that. Ooh! Woo! See, that's what I expect her to look like. That's Wonder Woman to me. That's a warrior. Oh, I know, buddy. I know, little puppy. I know you're bored. I'll be done in just a little bit. Had to go look up meat scene since you mentioned Dragonheart. I don't know why, but it sticks in my head. Because it's a good scene. The one that I always see in my head is the one when he's in his mouth. And because I think it's just the factor that they had to make Sean Connery like talk with his mouth open for the voiceover. I love it. I don't even like How to Train Your Dragon. I couldn't watch it more than a few minutes for the live action. Like, it's just, it's made in a specific art form, capitalizing on that specific art form, and then they choose to take it away for what? Because you sit there and think, I want to know what they look like in real life. Like the characters? Okay. Go Google a cosplay. There you go. You don't need to know. Like, it's already an art form that's supposed to emphasize a specific storytelling style and visual style to emphasize specific things. Why are you taking it away? Did she build that down? Oh, my nose is stuffy. Ugh. Look at that. Me complaining about stuff gets my brain all riled up. What? The puppy's just staring at me. He's like, can we do something now? Alright. But I can rattle off for forever. You know me. I love Bibby Blabbin and Skibbity Doody. Whatever the kids say. Skibbity Toilet. Briz. What's the new thing? Oh yeah, 6'7". I don't even get it. Why do these kids say these things? It makes me sad. I don't know how to relate to the youth. Grandma stuck 1,000 years in the past, guys. You gotta calm down on your cool kid slang. 7 feet tall with her heels. Oh. She's single? I do yap a lot. But I will yap another time. For I must go. I have to wrap up now and be ready to get up early in the morning. I need to get my rest of the stuff packed and do my laundry and take care of the doggies, get them over to their babysitter, because I am going out of town. We got a babysitter. Ruby, no! I'm leaving, but hi! But I'm not getting the 6'7" is the reason why it's so popular. It's anti-me. It has no meaning. My head! I don't understand! I'm 22 and I already feel like a 40-year-old man with these beams, but 6'7" is funny in an ironic way. Okay, so it is ironic. Just go with the flow. Okay, I understand. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And I will be one with the youth. Okay. I'm late. I'm sorry, Ruby, but I will be back. Don't you worry. I should be back by minimum, I'm hoping Tuesday, because I technically get back Sunday, but Monday is Mama Elska's surgery, so it's gonna be a busy weekend for me. So I'm gonna be all over the place. So at the very minimum, I'll be back Tuesday. If anything, I will try to stream and do stuff when I can, but for sure I'll be back at least Tuesday. Surgery, yes, Mama Elska is getting a surgery. She something to make her feel better. So they just a quick recap for Mama's well-being, so people don't freak out. Mama got diagnosed a long time ago with a neurological disease, and where she's doing this surgery to relieve some of the pain. And then after that happens, she'll feel a lot better, and she just has to figure out what kind of like medications and stuff she has to do to keep it feeling good. So, Mama Elska should be fine. This is just to make her feel like way better. So she should be fine, but you know, keep her in your thoughts. She'll be okay. Don't you worry. But nonetheless, thank you guys. Pray the surgery goes well. Recovery swift. Me too, Matt. Me too. Thank you so much for your love for Mama. So, pray even though she will be okay. Yeah, so what you need to do is just, like, walk outside, shake your fist really angrily at the sky, and be like, don't mess this up, Odin. Like, don't, like, I know you're sitting there, like, having a chit-chat with, I don't know, with Hell, or maybe with Niho. I don't know who you're speaking to, but I'm shaking your fist, and don't you dare. But yeah, so thank you, Raymond, Ezekiel, Go Tanks Dying, Crimson, Redacted, Matt the Beast, Exis, Barada, Nether, Ruby, Crumpets, Soofy, I hope you feel better, Soofy, as well. I know sickness, down with the sickness. Donna, thank you. Berserker, I said Redacted, but Redacted, thank you again. Puppy says bye as well. Massive Legend, Matt the Beast, Proto, Jared. I know, we're gonna go potty. I know, I'm coming. Joaquin, Tori. No, Damascus. Okay. He needs to go potty, so I gotta get going. But thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, farewell. Have a good night. Bye. Ow, I know. Here, buddy. Mike's still on? I'm playing with the dog. You want to hear him? Here, come here, Tail. I accidentally muted the music and not the microphone.